In this context, the definition of culling is to remove hounds from the pack or breeding population based on undesirable traits or behaviors. Hounds are culled for many reasons: genetic defects, hunting performance, poor health or injury, fit with current pack, kennel manners, age. 7 seems to be a common age for culling, the expense of feeding between hunting seasons. Just about any reason conjured up by the owner. Culling results in hounds being given away, sold, dumped, abandoned, or killed. Hunters weigh in on culling. The following unedited quotes were excerpted from various online social media sources.
Part of the problem nowadays is there are way too many dogs being bred that should be culled. Don't neuter or spay them, and then give them away either. In my opinion, if you do, sooner or later you will hear some horror story where you will be to blame for the sorry dog flesh you gave away. Just end it permanently.
A hunting dog should be treated like a tool, kept clean and sharp and perform a useful job. When it does not, then it should be replaced by one that does.
The main thing is they are tools. I do not get emotionally attached. I don't have fur babies. I run hounds. Once they hit 7 years old, they are gone.
These animals are not and never will be pets. They are working animals, who are usually bred for a specific reason.
The group that keeps them inside tend to look at the whole situation different than you and me. For them, it's a pet that does a job. If they can't do that job, as good as some others, then that's okay. For me, they have to learn their job first. If I really like them, then they become a pet and get to live here the rest of their life outside.
I have a tendency to cull pretty close. Dad always said it is just as cheap to feed a good one as a sorry one, but good dogs are hard to come by.
If you need to cull. Don't give dogs away. If you know someone that wants to save a dog's life by taking your cull, give them directions to the local shelter and go shoot your cull.
I would say only about 25% of the pups produced in the hound world ever amount to anything.
What do you do if no one wants the dog? Finding a home for sporting breeds is no problem, but foxhounds are another story. Had an acquaintance that was a fox hunter that regularly killed dogs that weren't going to make it. His reasoning was that no one wanted a useless foxhound. Sounds tough, but he's probably right.
I personally put dogs with major faults down. I breed them, I raise them, I train them. And if they don't perform to the ability I expect them to, they are put down. It's that simple. This ensures that I am not contributing to the decline of the breed.
I've culled a lot of dogs over the years. My wife and kids were not really happy at me each time, but they know that a hunting dog is a hunting dog, not a pet.
This is age-old stuff here. Houndsmen of the past would never have gave it a second thought. The breed must be maintained at its highest level.
Sick, elderly, or injured hounds will be put to sleep. They are not pets and will never settle as a pet. The hunt has a duty of care to their hounds. And yes, PTS is a duty of care task.
If the dog is just trash and there is no possibility of giving it away to a responsible person looking for a pet, then it's time to dig a hole somewhere and end the suffering for all.
Yes, they got shot at the end. It is quite legal to shoot your own dogs.
Keep the best, bury the rest.
Culling is part of the tradition of hunting with dogs and is still widely practiced today. This despite the fact that it's illegal to kill for the purpose of culling. It's also illegal to abandon or dump a dog. Most stray hounds are culls. They've been eliminated from their pack, disposed of. These are the lucky ones. There are far more we never see or hear about. Their lives have been lost to tradition. Former hunting dogs make the most wonderful pets. Statements made to the contrary are self-serving. They don't want to take responsibility for rehoming their discards. So why is the practice of culling allowed to continue? And why does it seem no one is asking the question? Because culling in the name of tradition makes it right, or at least acceptable, and tradition is not to be questioned. With the lives of so many at stake, it must be. A better world for the hounds is a better world for us all.